So in theory, this should work. Guess what time it is? Colton, what time is it?
It is...
It's SnowCat recovery time, that's the time. So we're loaded up in the Freightliner. We got the boss with us. We got Hillbilly. Eeyore. And we're headed back to Fish Lake again. Hillbilly's gonna like this part. We got a Ford OBS with a 12-valve Cummins in it. Two-wheel drive, stuck in a ditch, off in the snow. Customer claims there's 2 feet of snow. We're gonna debunk that. We're gonna go and see if he's lying to us or if he's telling us the truth. So, as always, we're gonna be stopping down here at Love's, getting fueled up, getting snacked up, and we're gonna be on our way. And for the record, Chad came and helped us. We got the wiring all fixed. That's amazing.
That Chad dude was a pretty good dude. Help us out.
I can't help but agree. Chad was amazing. So anyway, since Chad came and got this all wired up correctly, like a professional would, we're not gonna have any issues. All right, let's get this thing fueled up. We got a truck that needs some diesel, we got Whiskers that needs some gas, and I got a belly that needs some healthy food. Let's go get some food. Actually, you gotta back the truck up. Here, hold on. Let's quit. I confused the pump because I pulled the diesel out because I was gonna do the truck. Truck's too far away. We're gonna do Whiskers.
You select grade?
It won't let me. Well, there we go. There we go. Look at that. Who would have thought? You can grab the wrong one, put it back, grab a new one, and make it work.
There's probably people that...
I've done it, that's how I know.
Mind blown. Sorry. Don't mind me, I had to dump my bags like a big rigger. Hillbilly taught me how to dump the bags yesterday.
Big riggers don't have an on push switch.
Oh, sorry, it was a switch. So the customer, normally we get like coordinates sent to us or like a location or something like that. Well, this customer sent me a screenshot of a map. All right, we fueled up, we gassed up, got us some road snacks. I got me a hummus tray. It's gonna be delicious. The old Freightliner's really struggling because this thing is about the most gutless thing on the planet. So we're doing about 50 climbing this grade with Whiskers on back. Whiskers is a heavy gal. I think that SnowCat comes in probably, what would you say, like 9,000 pounds probably?
9 to 10. And so we have a gutless tow truck and a tow truck that drives like crap, but has power.
Yeah. The Ford drives like absolute garbage, but that thing will pull any hill at 100. Just kidding, it governs at 82. But has all the power you need, and it's just squarely down, all over the road. But the Freightliner drives straight down the road at a consistent 30 to 50 miles an hour up a hill. So anyway, we're taking this hill up to Loa. We figured out where to go. I texted the customer, did my due diligence, and I showed him where I pinned the map, and he said that was correct. So he gave us some pointers, said that we're gonna have to go in from the bottom road, and we'll go get his truck out.
Gosh! Hey guys! I was snoozing too.
We're about 2.5 miles from the original turnoff on the map that I was gonna take. Well, we gotta go about 10 miles past that because the customer told us not to take that road. Come in from the other side. So that's what we're gonna do. Colton was catching some Z's and nobody sleeps on Hillbilly's watch.
Are you awake?
Yeah, I'm awake now. All right, we've come to the fork in the road. So down this road right here, we're turning off at 24 and we're gonna go and find the vehicle, but not yet. There goes the road. So the customer mentioned to me that this thing is not gonna start without starting fluid. So we're gonna run into Loa, get some starting fluid, and then head back. Oh, and we're gonna get some jumper cables because we don't know if it's dead, but we're gonna go get the essentials so that we are prepared because we are wilderness explorers and we go prepared.
Do we? Really?
Always prepared. All right, so we're at the place that Matt said is the best place to meet on the last recovery, but I remember they had a hardware store and they had everything. So we're gonna go in and find some jumper cables and find some starting fluid. Are you sure we don't have jumper cables anywhere?
We do have jumper cables-ish.
Let's check them.
I'll show you them.
I don't think they'll start a diesel truck. So we are prepared, but we're gonna get more prepared. All right, so it just dawned on me as I came down the aisle. We're gonna take some diesel 911.
Oh.
And he did mention, now that I think of it, it was almost, oh, are you guys dirty?
Oh.
All right, we're gonna get some diesel 911, some starting fluid and a diesel tank, and get some diesel and take some diesel with us. All right, I think we got the goods. What do you got there, Colton?
Some jumper cables.
We got a water can that's gonna identify as a diesel tank, some starting fluid and some diesel 911. Let's go rescue this truck. All right, $200 later, we made it out of the gas station. We're gonna fuel up, get 5 gallons diesel. We got some diesel 911. We got starting fluid. We got all the essentials for the winter months. All right, 5 gallons, 5.4 to be exact. Hillbilly's putting the end in the cap. We're ready to roll.
It's only on hand tight.
We don't have anything?
My hands, which you ain't getting
no,
loose.
that toolbox. Think we got a wrench?
Maybe.
Why don't we check it? Because
we also got Colton a toy.
Did we?
Yes. If he gets lost, we can find him.
You can blow the whistle. Oh, got a whistle. That way you'll never be lost.
You guys are gonna hate me with this whistle.
So we'll go ahead and flip the tow truck around, get Whiskers unloaded, and somewhere down this road, the truck is gonna be. But I don't know where, and I don't have a coordinate for it.
I think I got this a little tight.
Yeah.
It was tight.
Tight. We're all loaded down. We're gonna head down this half snowy road and hopefully find the truck.
Me and Hillbilly, we're the lucky ones that get a ride in the back. That's actually pretty comfortable. What do you think?
I think we're gonna get this vehicle found and out. What are you doing? You're not lost.
1 blast is where are you? 2 blasts is come to me, and 3 is I need help. 3.
You're pretty good at that.
Yeah. Just wait until I learn it all.
We've gone about 1 mile. We're coming up on where the asphalt ends, and I spotted the truck. So apparently the 2-wheel drive Ford didn't make it much past the end of the asphalt.
All right, just getting to the Ford. Hillbilly's gonna really appreciate this one. It's got the stacks coming out bad. So I got my whistle. They got me feeling a little lost. So I'm gonna blow the whistle. They're gonna know to come get me. Getting the hang of it.
Hey, I heard a whistle being blown. Was that you?
Yes, thank you.
I heard I need help.
Exactly what you heard.
Okay. Looks like you're in distress.
I could use some help.
Well, we're here to save the day. Looks like you found the truck too. Let's get this thing started and see what we got to do to get it unstuck. All right, so the customer basically told me he just did a 12-valve swap. It is a 4-wheel drive truck, but doesn't have front drive shaft. Let's just see if we can get lucky. I would say that's a no-go. So let's get the hood popped. I don't know where the hood release is. Oh, right there. Oh, need pliers. Oh, good. It's like every Ford should have a toolkit in it. Oh, yeah. Look at that beauty. This is super cool. We're going to be putting a 12-valve in Fred.
Right.
But I kind of want to look this over and see what they've done because we're putting a 12-valve Cummins in Fred. Okay, we're going to grab the starting fluid and see if we can't get this started.
So we got to spray starting fluid in this hair dryer?
Is that what that is? The hair dryer?
That's a hair dryer.
Yeah, I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no starting fluid in it. Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hillbilly, I think before we have to bleed injectors, let's put diesel in it.
Okay, while I'm down in diesel, Ken, do you want to see which tank we use?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you put a new tank in it, so. Here, Hillbilly, we're gonna put diesel in the front tank.
Uh-oh.
I said we'll put diesel in the front tank. There's no tank. And we'll put 5 gallons of diesel in this and we'll try to get it started. But we want to try to not have to bleed injectors, but luckily Hillbilly knows exactly how. All right, I just want to give you guys a disclaimer. Not every single recovery gets 5 gallons of free diesel, so do not call expecting 5 gallons of free diesel. Unless it's a diesel truck and you're out of diesel, then we'll bring you 5 gallons of diesel.
But that doesn't mean go run out of diesel and act stuck.
I can predict exactly how this went down. Hey! Yo! No, I'm predicting. It's like, hey, I got a diesel in. I don't have a front drive shaft, but I got everything else is good to go. Let's take this thing out for a rip. I'd have done the same thing. Ready? Think we're gonna need to bleed the injectors?
We probably should just crack them and see.
Battery's dying. We should probably get those new cables hooked up. So I'll get Whiskers pulled over and let's get the jumper cables on it while we're bleeding the injectors.
Was it necessary to bring the SnowCat?
I think King Fred would have done this. But you know what? Any bad day in the snow with Whiskers is better than a good day in the shop. Just grateful to be here. All right, this snow is crusty and hard to walk on. We've all tripped. It's ridiculous, but I'm gonna get Whiskers turned. We'll get the jumper cables hooked up and we'll get this thing bled out.
My goose.
Well, Robby's flipping the Whiskers around. I'm gonna get the jumper cables ready.
I'm really digging this conversion. I'm gonna have to ask the guy where he got his conversion plate, because if we just got a conversion plate, we could run the same transfer case and everything.
You should have power.
Oh, she bogged her right down.
Oh yeah, bud.
We might have to, Colton, you might have to get in and rev it up a little. All right, so what we have to do is crack each injector individually.
No, all together. And once you start getting fuel come out of them, you tighten them up until they all get fuel out of them. It's the quickest way to do it.
That's how you do it.
To do it properly, you crack the injector pump, the lines first, get them bled to the pump, then tighten those, and then come to the injectors. But we're going to see if we can get lucky and just get it through the injectors. Crank her! Shut her down! Shut her down!
Won't shut up.
We got fuel!
We got fuel everywhere. I'm sorry.
Reason it didn't shut off is because it's going through the turbo. So all these have got fuel. As you can see, it's everywhere.
I'm wondering if you ran it so far out of diesel that even with 5 gallons on a slant, our pickup isn't picking the fuel up. So why don't we get it unstuck, get it flipped, get it flat, and then try. We can pull this dead.
Yeah.
It'd be no big deal. So I'll get Whiskers turned around. Let's get a rope. I think we should pull it forward, and then we'll pull the back around, get it back down the road. Then maybe if we have time, we'll go exploring, because we've met some really nice people in Loa at the gas station, and they let us know that this is the road to Fish Lake, but there's usually a really big snowdrift, so we're just gonna go exploring. So here's what I'm thinking. Let's get it out of that ditch. You're just gonna have to crank as hard as you can. I'll pull you up out. I'm gonna turn as much as I can. We'll get it up here. We'll grab the back end. We'll pivot it around. Then we'll try to start it. But I'm just thinking with that running out of diesel, it's probably just not picking it up. It's a new build, but this thing's sweet. Really am gonna have to rack this guy's brain because we're converting Fred. All right, so we're gonna make a V bridle. All right, we got this hooked up. I'm gonna hurry and put a Band-Aid on my finger. It's bleeding everywhere. Look at this.
I knew it.
Colton's super smart. He brought our Milwaukee first aid kit.
I got what you need.
Off of the pack out wall. Thanks, Milwaukee.
Okay.
All right, we were smart. We brought headsets today.
Mic check, mic check. Can I get a mic check?
And you've got your whistle. We're absolutely prepared today. All right, so we're gonna get this thing pulled out and try to get it to start. If it doesn't start, we'll just drag it, but I'd like to get it to start. So let's hit it.
So the door ain't opening. It's caught on the fender for some reason. We don't want to do any body damage, so I have to crawl to the passenger side, unhook, hook to the rear, hook Robby up, and I crawl back through the passenger side.
Why don't you just crawl through the window?
Because that's for a skinny guy, and I'm not a skinny guy.
All right, so that wasn't too bad. I mean, I think with four-wheel drive, this thing wouldn't have been stuck, but Hillbilly's gonna get it unhooked. I'm gonna get flipped around, and we're gonna pull the back around, but I'm gonna use the front and just pull the wheels around and get it turned straight down the road.
Get that hooked up. Okay, we're all hooked, so I'll give Robby the thumbs up. Let's go.
I just want to point out the fact that Whiskers is not melting, thanks to Chad. I think he's going to turn his wheel straight because the tire was in the bumper. So in theory, this should work. It worked. All right, so we're going to disconnect the ropes and try to get that thing to start. Hopefully it does. If not, we got it all turned around so we can just pull it back down to the tow truck. So here's a note. This was twisted in there, so the fender wasn't hitting the door. I think he smashed his fender back into the door. He'll need to take care of that. But we're gonna try to see if it'll start. If not, we'll figure something out. Ready? Yeah.
Oh, you're bleeding them again?
Not wasting time. We don't want to mess anything up. All right, we're abandoning ship. We're gonna go high market up here, see how far he made it, come back, and we'll pull that down to the asphalt. So we talked to the customer. We don't want to mess anything up. So we're gonna pull it down to the asphalt where he can come and get it started and get it home. All right, so this is the road that the guy told us not to come in. So this is the drift that we just came through. So you can see we got cabins over there. We got a main road. We're gonna flip around, get that truck down to the bottom of the road and head back home. All right, we got her hooked up. Hillbilly's gonna be in the truck. We're gonna pull it down to the tow truck. What we've decided is we're gonna load Whiskers. We're gonna rope the truck to the edge of the asphalt where the customer can pick it up.
So Robby's up there in Whiskers. Hillbilly's in the Ford. I'm in the back of the Ford because I didn't want to make them stop. So when they took off, I ran and hopped in. I'm fine with cruising back here. Not bad. How you like the drive so far, Hillbilly?
Not bad. It'd be a little bit better if I had tire string though.
And if it was running?
And that.
All right. Well, that working out in the gym, finally paying off. All right, let's get this down the road.
See you next time.
It's the end of the road for this Cummins. All right, it's the end of the road. We're leaving the truck for the customer. He's gonna come here, get it to start, take it home, or do what he's gotta do. But another successful recovery for Whiskers. Probably could have brought King Fred, but you know what? Whiskers saved the day again. So, as always, we appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, go check out this one. What are you doing?
I fell in the hole.